Oh boy. Hi guys. So, a ton to talk about today, including that fucking psychotic Bachelor finale last night. I know some of you guys aren't into Bachelor, but I'm telling you, this dumpster fire of a Bachelor finale was mind-blowing. I gotta get your guys' thoughts. I started binging Love is Blind because a lot of you guys recommended it to me. It's a Netflix series. I'm so hooked. I'm 4 episodes in. I can't think about anything else. I went and saw Bloodshot last night and definitely have thoughts on the movie. Harvey Weinstein with his sentencing. Want to talk about that. Coronavirus updates because they seem to be coming every day. And follow up on yesterday's stream talking about the Collider pitch. And I'm giggling because after the show, Roka texted me and was like, what the hell did you just pitch to Collider? I was like, no, watch my video. This was about the December pitch. He was like, oh. That pitch and also stuff going over on fandom. I guess that has to deal with the coronavirus stuff. So all that and more. But really, what I want to start by talking about, I just have a hair in my mouth and I just got it out just so you guys know why. I just touched my tongue. Fucking weird. Sometimes I forget that. I'm on camera. It's fine. You guys are my friends. Really, though, what I want to start by talking about, like I said, is I just saw the first cut of World Girls. Frank edited it for us to give notes because we are dropping it Sunday. And previously I saw a rough cut of the first third. This was a rough cut of the piece in its entirety. Currently it's coming in at 14 minutes. So anything under 15 and we're pretty stoked about it. And I have to say, I almost started crying. Because when you have an idea and you've been planning it for months and you're seeing that vision come to life, it was so fucking cool. And I texted Cameron Rice, who was our director on it, saying just how grateful I am for him and Dorina and Steph and Frank and RB3 and Will and Jacob Patrick, who has gone back and forth with me about logos and thumbnails 5,000 times at this point. Jonathan, who's doing our animation. There's just so many people pulling out all the stops for us. And I'm so, so grateful. And I cannot wait for you guys to fucking see this. It looked like and not to toot our own horns, because I'm not doing anything in terms of filming or editing. It looked like a fucking TV show. It looks like a fucking TV show, and I wanted to cry. I cannot wait. I was dying laughing at parts. I'm sure you guys will be too. So, again, not to get everybody too excited, not to hype it too much, but I think this is going to be something that we do for a very long time, and something that you guys hopefully are going to really love. And if it's something that helps me ultimately financially, then 100% I gotta get some fucking audio equipment in here, because that has bomb-ass audio and video, and I'm listening back to these things after watching that, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to step up my live stream game, but it's just hard. As you guys know, I'm preaching to the choir. You guys are the fucking best. Speaking of you guys being the best, overnight in the Streamlabs, people were so incredibly generous after I talked about what's going on at fandom and being very nervous about the future of the entertainment industry with coronavirus and a lot of my jobs being at stake right now, after already previously losing 2 jobs earlier this year. So thank you guys for your generosity in the last little bit, and hopefully throughout this stream and streams to come. I'm not going anywhere on this stream. This is one thing that I can control. I'm going to keep going up, and just so grateful to have you guys have my back here. So in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Sean said, hope things get better. Also, will you talk about Masked Singer later this week? Yes, I try to talk about Masked Singer. I usually do it on Screen Junkies, but I will be doing it here on the show. I love Masked Singer. I think it's on Wednesdays, though, so I don't think I talk about it until tomorrow. But the show is wild. I'm loving my newfound appreciation for bizarre reality TV. It's just so fun. GP the 3, thank you so much for your $50 Streamlabs. So generous. Thank you. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. They didn't even say anything. They just showed their support. means the world to me. Corey Rodriguez, keep your head up, Roxy. And with a massive generous donation, Corey, thank you from the bottom of my heart. But I've never really understood that. I feel like it should be from the top of my heart. From my whole heart. It means the world to me. Weston Ira in here. With SJ on a bit of a break. What do you think about small watch-alongs? I'm subbed to several tubers who do those with shows that are less than 30 minutes. And it seems to be pretty effective content. You could even start with an Avatar binge. Do you mean to live TV shows? Truthfully, I do not have cable. So that might be a little bit of an issue. Maybe the binge shows? Something like that. It's an interesting idea, though. I appreciate it. I love all of your guys' ideas. Glenn giving me them all the time, too. You guys rock. KP in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. This is coming from the stream today, live right now, on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon at 1:54 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. KP says, so everything with coronavirus, are you going to start wearing a mask when you go to movies, or would you? I really hope this gets over with ASAP. I can't believe I may have to wear a mask to go see this movies this weekend. I read from doctors that it's if you're ill, if you have the virus or are sick, that you should be wearing a mask. Not if you're trying to keep from getting it, but no, I don't think I'll do that. I don't think I can picture myself doing that, but maybe. I'm flying this weekend to a wedding in New Jersey, and I'm actually kind of nervous about it. Flying to Atlanta, I wasn't as nervous about, but as things get worse, it's scary. And I'm really upset right now because I talked to my dad last night, and when you kind of get testy with somebody because you know what they're saying is right, but you don't want it to be right. So I'm on the phone with my dad last night. And many of you guys know, as I talked about them a million times on the stream, my grandparents are my life. I take care of my grandparents. I love my grandparents. They're my people. My 92-year-old and 94-year-old Grammy and Papo. And those are my mom's parents. They live out in Los Angeles. And they've been the biggest blessing in my life. But this past week, I was under the weather. And although I don't have coronavirus, I still am under the weather. And when you're their age, you can't afford to get sick. Papa, who has MS and dementia and a series of other things as well. So I have not been able to see them this week. And you really need to wait a few days until after you have the cold, to go see somebody. So then I'm traveling on Friday to Sunday, and my dad was like, Roxy, you cannot see them for like at least 4 days after you travel. Which means that I will not be able to see them. So I haven't seen them already in over a week because I got sick last weekend. Or this past weekend, but last week. So I'm early in the week. So I haven't seen them in over a week. And now I'm going to be traveling for this wedding, a family wedding. And then when I come back, I'm not going to be able to see them until the following weekend. Which on Saturday is free-for-all, if that even stays. I'm only saying it like that because we don't know. Like, I'm sure it will, but with all of these cancellations, who the fuck knows? And I'm not going to be able to see them, and I'm, like, just devastated about it. So I'm on the phone with my dad, and I'm like, Dad, it doesn't make any sense. Of course I can go see them after I come back from traveling. Which, like, I know is not true. I'm just frustrated with the reality of the situation, which is that I'm not going to have been able to see my grandparents for 2.5 weeks, and when people are 92 and 94, you just don't like to take breaks like that. So I'm feeling really down about that right now. And I'm sure people can relate. Anybody who takes care or is close with elderly people or is elderly themselves, or anybody who takes care of children, we just have to take that extra layer of precaution. And it sucks. Fucking sucks. Ugh. I'm just very, very, very frustrated about it all, and there are bigger issues. But then also my dad, after we got off the phone last night, because he knew that, like, not that I was being ridiculous, but that, like, I was really frustrated, and I'm coming from a good place because really I just want to be able to see my grandparents and be with them. And then he texted me this article. Let me pull it up. Where did I put it? Oh, it was in my text. I don't know that I can find it. Whatever. The title of the article was coming from some government official, and it was like, it's very likely by the end of this virus, coronavirus, everybody will know somebody who has died of the virus. And who knows if that's true or not. It was coming from a reliable source, but nobody knows the severity at this point. But that just like fucking blew my mind. You know, reading that, I was like, people are relating it to, you know, or liking it to the Spanish flu. And just like the thought that we could all, you, me, everybody could know somebody who has died of this virus. I mean, that just made it really hit home. And I was like, no matter what, I can't selfishly go see my grandparents and put them at risk. I have to make sure they're okay. But like, Grammy's so, it's fine, we'll be fine, we're great, just come see us. And like, I have to be the one to be like, no, I cannot. This is something I will not do. And even my dad was like, even I'm worried going to this wedding. He was like, I think that a lot of these weddings in a couple of weeks are going to start to get canceled because, like, by people canceling them, because he was like, it's scary what's happening, and I don't think any of us know. Are we taking this too seriously? Are we not taking it seriously enough? Are we in denial? Are we in panic mode? But my dad was like, you know, I'm in my 60s, and it's not the same as being in your 80s or 90s, because the risk of being over 80 like makes you exponentially more at risk for having a serious issue with this. But he was like, you know, I'm scared too, and even I am. I think we all are. So yeah, fucking brutal. I wonder if it's affecting you. I wasn't even planning on going into a whole coronavirus thing, but you know, after Coachella and South by Southwest and so many movies being pushed, and today NAB, the National Association of Broadcasters, the big conference, a convention was canceled, or maybe it was pushed. Just thing after thing after thing. It's hard to be in this industry. It's hard to be in any industry and not be talking about it right now because it's all consuming. And it just also makes you realize like how massive the world is, but also how small the world is when like we all have our own issues. But then there's something like this, and it's like, this is a global fucking issue now. This is a global issue. This is something that's going to affect everybody. It affects everybody's families, friends, travel, life, work, livelihood, economy. Like, it really is, has a massive effect, and we can say it's no big deal, but it's kind of starting to seem like it's a big fucking deal. So I don't want to be one of those like Debbie Downers, but I think it's something that we need to really take seriously and plan for. And you know, I know it's part of the reason that I'm really going to up my Patreon game and make sure that I have built a platform for myself and a group of rock stars that are so fucking incredible that no matter what, hopefully we'll be okay. Yeah. So anyway, those are some of my thoughts on that. We will talk about more positive things for this stream, but just stressful, I'm sure, for you guys also. Matthew Gold in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, better safe than sorry. I'm still sad South by Southwest was canceled, though. And I got a notification today saying that, like, Cannes Film Festival, you have to decide on if or not you're going to cancel your hotel by today. Just such a weird, not a personal notification. I'm not going to Cannes regardless, but it was like a Hollywood Reporter article or something. It just was like kind of strange. By the way, guys, yesterday I had the best day. So again, to make this a lighter note, I had such a great day. After I streamed with you guys, I told you it was Steph Sabrow's birthday. So I went and I took her to lunch, and then we went to get her a tattoo. She's been wanting this tattoo for a really long time, so we went and got her a tattoo. It's the second tattoo she's ever gotten, and I was with her for her first one also. And so, yeah, it was a really great one. It looks amazing on her. I don't know if she's posted it yet, but when she does, you'll see it. Then we went to the mall because that's where we were going to go see Bloodshot for the press screening. But we did a little shopping first. She got some Sephora stuff, and I window shopped because trying to save that money dough. And then we went and we saw Bloodshot, which we will be talking about right here, right now on this stream today. Bloodshot is a movie. I remember I was talking to Coy the other day, and he was like, what do you think of this Blind Shot? And I was like, Bloodshot? He was like, yeah, I can't even remember the name of it. I was like, yeah, I think a lot of people are feeling similarly. I did not read the Bloodshot comics, so I didn't know much about Bloodshot. And I will say that I liked the premise of the movie. At one point I thought it was kind of one thing, and then it ended up being something else, and I was happy about that something else. And when I walked out, the first thing I said was, there were good parts and bad parts. And I guess that is true of most movies. This is spoiler free, by the way. I am a massive Vin Diesel fan. I think that he is just like badass and awesome and dope. And so I went into this with average expectations, but yeah, I think that it was cool. It was cool. It was definitely good enough. Like, if you're looking for a movie to see, it's good enough. I'm surprised with how low the Rotten Tomatoes score is. I was looking at that today. By the way, guys, if you have any questions, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, or feel free to super chat as well. Yeah, I was surprised because how come I type Bloodshot into Rotten Tomatoes? It's not popping up. How come, Rotten Tomatoes? How come? There it is now. I don't know why. It has a 40% on the tomato meter, but it only has a 40 critics have responded. And let's see what some of them are saying. Katie Walsh from the LA Times says, a bewildering piece of good, bad, sci-fi action trash. Okay? So hers was rotten. Somebody who gave it a fresh score from New York Times is Ben Kinningsberg, who says, Diesel strikes the right balance of contemplation and meatheadedness, and Guy Pearce brings more conviction than is necessary. Okay? From The Wrap, Robert Abel says, then this is rotten. Diesel is still mostly cartoon brawn, a slight slab, with just enough winking to never quite bore, even if he also never quite excites. I feel kind of similar to a lot of these. The good ones and the not good ones. Mikkel Zorilla from Espinoff says, Bloodshot is an entertaining blend of action and superhero movies. Agreed. So in general, it was like good. It was good. It kept my attention. There were beautiful people in it. It had some moments where I was like, yeah, that's badass. The whole CGI thing, there's a whole CGI bit, which is well done, but maybe not necessarily my cup of tea. Vin Diesel's exactly Vin Diesel's Vin Dieselness, which I like, so I liked it. And yeah, like I said, attractive people, fun enough to watch. So again, if you're looking for a movie and you're like, I just kind of want to go watch a movie, I ate Sour Patch watermelons during it. I sat between Steph Sabra, Christian Harloff, then Bateman was with us also. We all kind of like nodded along like, yeah, okay, yeah. That's a movie. Thank you, NFL Caleb 22 in the super chat. Appreciate your support. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. I'm curious why our viewership is lower today. Wonder if you guys got notifications about the stream. Sometimes you don't, and I can't ever be sure of who, what, when, where, why that happens. But I did want to take a minute to say, don't forget to thumbs up this video. We've got over 80 people watching live right now and 50 thumbs up. So let's get those thumbs going. Subscribe, try to get to 20,000 subscribers. And shout out to my amazing moderators. Brandy's back in the building, baby! Really? Jake Yacovetta in the house. Jake, thanks for being here. Matthew Gold. Love you, Matthew. Appreciate you. And I think those are our mods representing right now. Maybe it's because I'm not doing that earlier time slot that usually I do. The Prince that wasn't promised says I didn't get notified. Matt Link says I got the Patreon notice from you. Yeah, always posting Patreon, so hopefully that helps. Disney is releasing a new Beatles documentary in theaters September, directed by Peter Jackson and Andrew Thomas. Wow, that's wild. Kind of crazy. Jake got the notification. Coachella Coastal didn't get the notification. See, I don't fucking understand. If you win some, you lose some, you win others and lose more. Hopefully you win more. I don't know. I do not know. I got the Glenn notification, says Manny. What's the Glenn notification? Garth didn't get the notification. 50-50 it seems like. So yeah, let me know if you guys have questions on Bloodshot. Happy to answer them. Congrats to those involved. I think this will be a relatively successful, fun movie for people to see. Sorry that it's not doing so well. I think 40 is too low. I would put this right around that 60% area. Right at 60. I think that would be a good place for it to be. However you say the lead woman's name in this, Isa Gonzalez. I've seen her in other things. She's like beautiful. Very good. I like her. I like her a lot. Yeah, a lot of beautiful people. Have I mentioned how beautiful the people were? So, yeah. Alright, let's talk a little bit. Sorry, watching on delay right now. Abby says, am I delayed or you're delayed? Let's talk a little bit about some of the things I have been viewing for the last 24 hours, guys. That's right. It's the time you've all been waiting for. You know you love it. You know you can't wait until I talk about this. You're going to be devastated after today's show when it's not on anymore. That's right. Pew, 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 pew. It's Bachelor talk, bitches. All right. It's fine if you don't watch. I get it. It's cool. I'm here to fill you in on what the fuck is going on. Let's talk real talk. Last thing that happened, I told you guys. Madison, so Peter was down to two women. Madison and Hannah Ann. Madison walked away. She went home. And then Peter was between nobody or Hannah Ann. Peter proposes, gets down on one knee, proposes to Hannah fucking Ann. Hannah Ann is on cloud 9. Hannah Ann's stoked. It's me. It's really me. She was like shocked and so excited. But like it was the obvious. I mean like abundantly clear. No matter what his words were, which were like, Hannah Ann, I love you. You are the person for me. It was so obvious that he was in love with Madison. Despite the fact that him and Hannah Ann actually make a better couple, probably. Who the fuck am I to say? He is so in love with Madison. He gets engaged to Hannah Ann. He goes, tells his family. His mom, Barb, who became an internet sensation last night. If you guys saw, Barb was the number 1, 2, and 3 fucking trending things on Twitter. Barb, because Barb cannot keep her facial expressions or her tears to herself. They go and tell Barb what happened. They say, Peter's like, I proposed to Hannah Ann. Barb does that thing where she cries, but there's no actual tears coming. She's like, I'm so happy. It's like, it looks like she's like dry heaving. It's so fucking funny. And the internet seems to hate Barb. I like love Barb, even though she's psycho. I love her. And the whole family, the brother, the dad, they're all like Team Hannah Ann. To this day, they follow Hannah Ann on social media, not Madison's or whatever the fuck that says. They're obsessed with Hannah Ann, but you could just tell Peter is grin and bearing it. He's like, yes, it's so great. Then we see a month later, they haven't been seeing each other, they're not allowed to, but Hannah Ann finally comes to Peter. We know they've been talking, and it comes out that things have been really tough. Hannah Ann's like, hi baby, I know that you've been conflicted, you told me to love you told me to be patient, I've been doing all those things. And Peter's like, yeah, but like, about that, sorry, like, things are off. And she's like, how could you do this to me? Why did you propose when you were in love with somebody else? And he was like, and she was like, you were just scared I was going to walk away. And he's like, he just like isn't saying much. She literally like gives him the talk to the hand. I mean, Hannah Ann has not been somebody that we've been rooting for all season. We've been like, Hannah Ann's fine, whatever. In this episode, all of a sudden, Hannah Ann went from being incredibly mediocre on the show to being like the best ever. And I was like, I fucking love Hannah Ann. Stick it where it hurts. This is fucking epic. She was like unreal about it. It was so good. And then you think he's gonna end up alone, but then Chris Harrison, the host of the show, flew to where Maddie lives and was like, yo, Maddie, do you regret what you did? Because, like, just so you know, Peter proposed to Hannah Ann, but, like, he is single now because he broke it off because he's, like, totally in love with you. And Peter does not know I'm here, which who knows if that's true or not true, but he says that. Peter does not know I'm here, so, like, do you want to give this a shot? Let's go to LA. She's like, yeah, fuck it, I'm in because I love him. She doesn't say fuck it because she's a very good Christian girl, but she's in, she loves him. She goes to LA. They talk. We don't see much of it. We just know that they're, like, in love. So now we're on live TV at this, like, reunion. Madison comes out on stage, chews Peter a new asshole, and Peter's parents are, like, cheering. Sorry, Hannah Ann does that. And Peter's parents are, like, cheering for Hannah Ann. Peter's parents are, like, when I'm clapping right now, Peter's mom, Barb, literally, Hannah Ann comes in and was, like, ripping Peter a new ass, and Barb is like, we love you, Hannah Ann. And it's like, wait, that's like, oh my God. It's like your son she's shitting on. What is fucking happening? It was so fucking crazy. And then Maddie comes out and Barb is like, just so you know, it's like fine. This is a quote, Peter's gonna have to fail to succeed. Peter's gonna have to fail to succeed. Says that. Meaning like, in order to get to his woman, he's going to have to go through you. Which is, like, so mean. And she was so mean to Madison, but she was like, Madison, just so you know, me, the whole family, and all Peter's friends all know for sure this is not going to work out. Like, the least supportive thing a parent could ever say. And I get you like somebody else better. We find out that the reason Barb is mad is that apparently Barb and the family flew across country to go see Madison. They keep saying meet, but you already met Madison, but fine. And Madison made them wait for 3 hours while she was talking to Peter about the fact that he banged 2 other girls a week before he was going to propose to her. And she didn't apologize for making them wait. And I agree, if you make people wait, you should say, hey, I'm so sorry for the wait. You should say sorry. But, like, come on, that's why you don't fucking like her. I mean, the whole thing is just like, and now I guess Peter and Madison are going to talk about being together. I really don't know where this is going to land. It, like, was an actual dumpster truck to watch. I mean, I haven't watched other seasons, but I can imagine this must be the most traumatic one ever because that was, like, fucking insane. Insane. And you don't know, like, I'm, like, not rooting for anybody in this situation anymore. I don't even know who to root for. I really don't. Ace Club 96 in the super chat, just wanting me not to talk about this anymore, says, are you going to Houston for a live show? I do not think so, as I have not been invited, but I'm not sure. Also, we'll see about live events in general right now. It's hard to plan for anything with what's going on with the virus. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, hey Roxy, happy Wednesday, super excited to see episode 1 of The World Girls on Sunday. Yeah, I suggested watch-alongs in DM2. Glad to hear your thoughts on Bloodshot. I hope the update on the fandom situation is good news. Love you, Roxy. #RockstarsBand. Talking about the update, they just have like me and Emma Fife and Ed Greer coming in to film some stuff tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to be live at all. And then there's one date next week. I don't know if they're going to be live at all. But I know that they're trying as hard as they can. And then after that, indefinitely, we are not filming, I think. So that's what I know so far. But I'll keep you guys posted as I know. I'm so grateful that at least they're trying to get us work and trying to get us paid as much as they can during this very difficult fucking time. They've been really amazing to me. And I can't say otherwise. So super, super grateful. Super grateful for what they're doing. And yeah. Yes. Also plans for me other than that. So like I said, tomorrow I am going to film Screen Junkies all day. We might be doing a tomorrow show tonight at 4 p.m. in like an hour and 40 minutes for all you Tomorrow Show fans. We might be doing one. I'm not positive. I'll keep you guys posted on Twitter. We haven't done one in a while because we've been writing, but we're not writing tonight because Kevin's got a lot of work to do, but we might try to do like an hour Tomorrow Show. And then I'm going to see My Spy after that. So yes, excited for My Spy. Then Thursday all day I'm doing SJ stuff, and then Friday I am flying to New Jersey for a wedding. My mom's best friend's son, and my entire family is going. My dad, his girlfriend, my brother, his wife, my sister, my cousins, my aunts and uncles. I'm like on cloud nine that I get to see everybody because I never get to see my family. They all live on the East Coast. So just really fucking excited about that. Weston Iris is there at Acting Class Weekly today, or was the one earlier this week for this week? Yeah, the one on Monday for Acting Class Weekly was instead of the one today with the casting director, Lisa Beach. That was one of the best episodes. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. She was talking all about what casting directors are looking for in actors. I found it to be incredibly informative, so that was great. You subbed from Glider. Don't even know what's happening there now, says Darren Wright. Honestly, I have no idea what's happening there either. I really don't know. Brandy wants to know we'll be on Not Sam or TTS channel. Brandy, I really don't know because I don't even know that we're doing it, but I think on Not Sam because that's where we live when we do go up, I believe. I know some of the fans there are not the nicest. Sorry to subject you to that, Brandy. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. LOL Roxy, the Glenn notification that Manny mentioned is me posting the links to pretty much all of your live streams here, guest appearances on other people's live streams, and all of your other shows, SEN Live, SJU, DC Movie News, and the FB groups, Facebook groups. Glenn is the shit. Glenn is the shit. I think we can all agree on that, yo. Obsessed with you, Glenn. You're awesome. All of you guys are awesome. Rockstars forever. Ace Club 96 in the super chat. I would love to meet you in person in Houston. That would be great. I just don't know. I don't know who's going to Houston and what's happening. And live shows in general. I do not know. I do not know. Jeremy, why would Fernandez greenlight a show for February when he knows his numbers are bad? I'm not trying to judge, but it seems like desperation. Jeremy, I don't know. Change of heart, maybe? Hadn't crunched the numbers and then did. I don't know. I can't pretend to understand. Alan Rousset in the super chat. Alan, it's been a minute. So happy. He says, hey, Rox, are things a bit more positive today? Still wondering if you read my comics or not. Sent you links a while ago. Oh, did you send in the actual comics? I thought you were sending it to me to show that when it was launching. I told you to come in here and talk about it on the show. Tell us more about it. Would love to hear more. Message so that I can say what it was all about. No, I haven't seen it. But it's so great. Alan wrote his own comic, and I think it was on Comixology. I believe. You'll let us know, Alan. I'm so happy to have you here. You rock. When is Houston, says Matthew. I don't... April 25th, says Jake. Thanks, Jake. Brandon wants to know when is Boston. It got moved from May to probably September. Apparently, Boston theaters are challenging to book, Brandy, because we're so popular. You're the one who wanted to be popular. Alright, guys. So... Again, don't forget to thumbs up this video. 90 people watching live right now. 69 thumbs up. But get those thumbs going. Let's talk a little bit about... Oh, I just realized, am I going live during Action Movie Anatomy? Jake? Oops, if I am. Oopsies. I hope not. Alan says... If you go into your Google Drive, look under the Shared With Me tab, and you'll see a full... Oh, you emailed it to me? How did you get my email? He says, yes, they are available on Comixology. I don't know. Maybe it's an email I don't check. But also, guys, just in general, send me things through Patreon or here on the stream. Glad because I'm going to Lubbock, Texas in May because my cousin's kid is graduating. Oh, that's so fun! You did go up against the Schmodown Throwdown going up on YouTube, so that could draw away Schmodown fans. Garth, that's fine. We got the rock stars in here. Fucking rock stars, dude. Okay, so guys, there's a show I was telling you guys that you recommended to me, Love is Blind. This show is fucking crazy. If you're not watching it, you should. It is on Netflix. I'm 4 episodes in. It is like unreal. So good. Basic premise, you meet through like a wall, and so you don't get to see the person, and you need to propose to somebody. It's all these people meeting through walls. And then you like have to propose to somebody by the end of it. You don't have to, you could not, and like this is crazy. Some of the couples are so in love and so great, some of them aren't. One of the guys like just told his fiance that after they proposed that he was bisexual, and it was a whole situation, and then they got in a big fight. One of the girls was like with 2 different back and forth between 2 different guys, and she chose one, and she's not that sexually attracted to him now that she's seen him, but they're engaged. Oh my god. The show is like fucking wild. I can't like stop thinking about it. I need to finish it all. It's like disturbing to watch, but also really heartfelt at the same time. It's interesting, and what a weird premise. Like they're trying to figure out, is love truly blind? Also, it's hosted by Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey. Is that her name? Vanessa Lachey? And it is like they don't ever show up. I mean, I don't even know the contestant's name. Like they are not involved. But super worth your time. The show is bizarre. Wait, Alan says, okay, you're forgetful. Don't be mean, Alan. I have a lot going on, dude. I've talked about that before. Remember when I told you your Streamlabs was set up incorrectly and going to your email? I changed that, though. That email is an email that I was not using for the Streamlabs, and I changed it to a different one. And also, please don't write that in here. And also, guys, message me. The ways to contact me. Patreon is a great way to do it. In here, the Super Chat, the Streamlabs, just the chat in general, those are appropriate good ways to contact me. Alan, I don't like that you just turned on me like that. Be nice. Okay. AMA ended at 2:10, says Abby. Good. Oh shit, but I started before they ended. That wasn't nice of me. I didn't know. Ooh, it's so hard to navigate every streaming stuff. Nick Lachey, even worse, says Mike Riley. Yeah. Jeremy, I've not seen Dispatches from Elsewhere with Jason Segel, but I hear that it's confusing and bizarre and that people are actually kind of into it. That's kind of dope. I'm kind of interested in seeing it. So, yeah. Maybe I will check it out. There's just so much stuff. There's so much stuff to watch. Have you seen Kate's impression of you today, Roxy? No, Darren Wright, I haven't. Jake Yakubov told me that she was doing it, but I wasn't able to watch. I want to see it. But I have not checked it out. I heard that she was making fun of me like with my directionally challenged stuff, which is funny because I'm like super duper bad at that. Super duper bad. Jeremy wants to know if the Bachelor makes me more inclined to try another audition. So I didn't try to audition for The Bachelor, guys. Christian made me go in as a bit for Collider Live, which I was happy to do for the show. But no, I don't think that's going to be the way that I find love. Update on that shortly. Not today. Soon. Jake Berlin has spoken in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Hannah Ann was my #1 pick on the first episode. After last night, even happier, I stuck with her. She's a boss. Felt really bad for Madison with the whole Barb situation, though. It was cringeworthy watching her reaction and her talking about it all. I know, Jake. Holy shit. It was so cringeworthy. Barb. Oh, God, Barb. Barb, my Barb. Morse code Z in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, arriving late, just sending some support. Hope to see you on SJU soon. Me too. We'll see what's going on there. Again, I know I'm recording stuff with them tomorrow. I don't know if it's going live or what the situation is. So I don't know. I do not know. But yes, I hope that I'm there forever. I love it there. Matt Munoz, Curb Your Enthusiasm has been funny, so funny this season. Agreed. Love that show. Joseph, I've not seen Flash yet because I've been fucking busy watching Love is Blind. I can't stop. And I finished Sex Education too, by the way, which is another amazing, and actually great show. Not like these other ones that are like, oh my god, I can't stop watching this because it's so fucked up. Sex Education is actually brilliant. It's so good. Darina was the one who got me to really start watching that. So check out Sex Education. So many shows, so little time. Also, other things that we wanted to talk about today, guys. I know I promised you guys we'd bring it up a note, and we did. We talked about all the love shows. But I did want to mention the Harvey Weinstein stuff because he was sentenced to 23 years in prison. And, you know, that's no joke. This seemed to be, again, the number one trending thing on Twitter, what everybody was talking about today. Every publication was talking about this as well. New York Times did a piece, Harvey Weinstein's stunning downfall, 23 years in prison. Mr. Weinstein, the movie mogul, who was convicted of sex crimes, could very well spend the rest of his life behind bars. Harvey Weinstein, the movie producer who dominated Hollywood for decades, was sentenced on Wednesday to 23 years in prison for sex crimes, as the 6 women who had testified against him watched from the courtroom's front row, holding one another, some in tears. The startling sentence meant that Mr. Weinstein, who is 67 and in poor health, could very well spend the rest of his life in prison. Mr. Weinstein, who was sitting in a wheelchair, told the court that he was remorseful, but also totally confused about what had happened to him. The moment capped a precipitous fall from power for Mr. Weinstein that started in October 2017, and after years of rumors, several women openly accused him of sexual assault and harassment. Their stories led women around the globe to speak about mistreatment at the hands of powerful men, shifting the cultural landscape with the hashtag MeToo movement. Justice James A. Burke, who presided over the trial in the state Supreme Court in Manhattan, could have sentenced Mr. Weinstein to as little as 5 years, but he heeded the arguments of prosecutors who urged him to hand down a long sentence. Quote, although this is a first conviction, it's not a first offense, end quote. Justice Burke said, quote, there's evidence before me of the other incidents of sexual assault involving a number of women, all of which are legitimate considerations for sentence, end quote. 2 of Mr. Weinstein's victims gave emotional statements about the damage she had done to them. Miriam Haley, who testified Mr. Weinstein forced oral sex on her in 2006, said he had forever altered her life, crushing her spirit. Quote, he, with the physical force, violated my trust and body and my basic right to reject his sexual advances, end quote, she said. This article goes on to talk about, we've talked many times on here about the trial, but if you're asking, if none of you have asked, but if one was to ask me, do I think 23 years in prison was too much? Absolutely not. I am glad that he got the sentence that he got. Because this is clearly somebody who, he can call himself remorseful, but when he says he's confused and he continues to deny what we know he has done and he's been accused of doing and he's been proven to have done, then I don't believe this is somebody who is ever capable of change. He is in very poor health, and I don't know whether he will die in prison, but it very well could happen, and you know, I think that the courts were doing their job here. They were doing their job here by really doing what was right. They had to. I'd say he won't last long in prison, says Matt. I don't know. For Star Drew, for Weinstein to live to 90 is really tough. think that, like, on Good Behavior, he would get out before that. Good Behavior or whatever. Roxy, Ben has your sweater in case you're looking for a pink pushy. Really? Huh. What sweater? Manny says, heard he said that there are now thousands who are not innocent anymore. I don't know what that means. Pink Pushy says he'll serve 1 year and out on Good Behavior if he even serves time in prison. I don't know about 1 year. I don't know about that. Goddard was wearing a sweater that looked like yours, says Jake. Is that what we meant? It's funny. Alan says, just sent you a better explanation. My apologies. I'll read that when I can. You sent it where? I'll take a look when I can. He'll appeal, so likely not one single day in jail, in my opinion, says Mike Riley. Yeah, I'm sure he will, and we know he will, and that fucking sucks. We'll see. We will see. Gross, fucking gross story, gross situation. Hate talking about it, but feel like the women deserve closure on this as much as they can, and I hope that they get that. I hope they get that, again, as much as they can, which is challenging. With the 5 minutes-ish that we have left in the show, because I see them getting text messages about the tomorrow show, so I want to make sure that I get there on time if we are doing it. But in the 5 minutes that we do have left, don't forget, thumbs up this video. I'm doing it myself right now. Look, I just thumbs up my own video. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Super chat, get in all those last minute questions. I will give shout outs to everybody who wants them to end out this video today. Sometimes I do that when I can. Don't forget that if you join at the $10 tier on Patreon, you get to ask every guest we have on a question in the Patreon. $3 tier, I'm doing nighttime 5-minute videos. $3 tier and up on Patreon, patreon.com/Roxy Striar. And I've been under the weather this week, but I'll start doing that again tonight after the My Spy screening for 5 minutes. Just like a nightcap with me live. You dig? Yeah, I think I told you guys everywhere I'll be. And Sunday, tomorrow I am, I'm filming at Screen Junkies until I believe 4. Does anybody we know do a nighttime Thursday night stream? Because if not, I will try to do one, a Thursday night stream tomorrow. I think Riley does one. Shit on a stick. Oh boy, let's see. What time is his stream? What time could I do? Let's see. I'm streaming tomorrow until 4 for Screen Junkies, which means that I could go live here at 5. Would that work for you guys? Just dealing with this all. 5 is when he goes live. Well, he goes live during my streams all the time, so I might just have to try to go live 4:30-ish. And see how it goes. Because his stream's pretty long, usually. We will see. I would try to go earlier, but then SEN is on. Oh my god, so much to work around. Alright, well, I'll try to go live tomorrow later. And then Sunday, don't forget, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. We're dropping our first episode of World Girls, so it's going to be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Alright, goodbye to everybody who wants it. Shouting out anybody who asks for a shout out in here. Also, in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, Morse code Z, thank you. He says, also nice pants. I appreciate that. Thanks, Morse code, you rock. Thanks for the couple Streamlabs today that you gave. You're the shit. Obsessed with all the rock stars. Goodbye to Our very own Brandy, obsessed with you, Matt Munoz, Jonathan Donsel, Joseph Ashley, Jeremy Miller, Jake Jacobetta. Please remind you guys to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, share, tell your friends, grow the Rockstars band. Garth McMurray, Vlad Riot, NFL Caleb 22, Pink Pushy, Weston Ira, Abby Starling, I'm Ninja Panda, Glenn Caesar, Calvin Patel, Link, J.A., B. Mike Riley, Manny Gonzalez, Pink Pushy. I just finally got it. That's funny. King Sports Cal, Dodger Ryan 124, Mohammed Belsian. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Sorry, Belsign, something like that. I butcher names for a living, apparently. Sorry, guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or if you're a patron and $3 up, I'll see you guys later tonight. And Ace Club 96, Dan Lindenbaum, all you good people, all you beautiful people, love you guys. Talk soon. Thanks for getting me through this bizarro time. And yeah, okay, bye.